Hey, so guys, welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the monster Darko from the current season 3 battle pass. So this monster is at rank 2 at level 120, and today I'm going to show you guys the best skills, the best true setup, and everything you need to know about this mythic monster. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, let's go and get started. So I want to give a huge shout out to Bunky for letting me review this monster on her account. And actually, just a quick correction, this is actually a rank 3 level 130, not a rank 2 level 120. So that's even better, I guess, you know. But yeah, we got Darko here, and this monster did get a nerf before he got released. I'll go ahead and tell you guys what the nerf is. Anyways, we have Hardened, immune to torture, pretty good against the current meta. You know, seriously, the current meta is just everybody just applies tortures, so this is pretty good having access to that. And they also have immune to control as a Saskcaster, so not bad. But it is a fire monster, and what do we have here? So moderate fire damage to all enemies, applies ignite to all enemies. That's Dragon's Breath. Okay, what else we have? Double lunge, so it's a massive special damage to one enemy and then to all enemies. Wait, no, this was the skill they nerfed. Are we talking massive special damage to one enemy and then to all enemies, like massive? Because the thing is, originally it was like this. It was a massive special damage to one enemy and then to all enemies, right? So massive damage to everybody, basically. We're going to have to test it out in battle. I'd like to see it, if that's actually true or not. Because if it's still like that, they might either fix it or maybe they just reverted the nerf in a way. Who knows? But anyways, we have an AoE moderate fire damage to all enemies with burn. So one comes with ignite, the other one comes with burn. Now you also have an extra turn here. If you want to run an extra turn skill, you also have a double damage with immune to control. You can run this if you want to, but I'm not going to because I might run it with some monsters that will already give damage boost. So you know what I mean, like supporters and stuff like that, damage boosters. Red mark, heavy fire damage when enemy applies ignite. So if you want to run this as well, you could run it over the extra turn skill. But you do want to keep maybe at least one AoE skill, and looks like they're both the same thing. The only thing is different type of tortures, right? So anyways, you have a low fire damage to all enemies, and then a moderate fire damage to one enemy, which is 0 cooldown and 24 stamina. You can spam it as long as you have the stamina, but in my personal opinion, I think these are his 4 best skills to run. I do recommend running this. This is literally his best skill, you know what I mean? And it's only 36 stamina. Can you believe that? I thought it'd be more. But let's take a look at the relics. Relics are pretty good, surprisingly. You could do a virus sword, you could do laser beam sword, and many more that you can play around with, but I'm just gonna do that one. And then for the SN, the best SN to give would be Shadow Yena SN. But here's the thing, you could do any of the revival SNs, or you can go with something that regenerates your stamina. For example, Gekon's SN, you know what I mean? Or any other ones like Zyron's SN, which we don't have here. But if you have those, you probably give it, and whenever he needs his stamina, he'll basically just attack, you know what I mean? But it's also nice to come back whenever you die. So anyways, overall, I really like the stamina. I don't think it's that high. Plus, the cooldowns are pretty nice for the most part. It's 2 and 1, so that's pretty good. So here are the runes that I kind of went with: 2 strength and 1 speed. Now, in case you guys haven't noticed, look at the power there: 21,540 at level 130. That is insane. Can you imagine at rank 5? It's crazy. So I just went with the level 7s there. Obviously, you could go with whatever level, but 2 strength 1 speed works, or you can do 2 speed and 1 strength. I kind of want to do 2 speed 1 strength because this monster is insanely powerful. His power set is just off the roof. Plus this skill right here, I'm assuming maybe it's like at least 70%. So we're gonna have to check that out in battle. So I'm gonna take it to adventure map, because if we take it to PvP, we're gonna get dominated. But the only here's a nice thing though. It is fire element, so against Cupid and Serpentex, which is the current meta, it'll actually help you out. You know what I mean? It's actually not that bad. It'll definitely help you out. So we do have that torture immunity right there, although we don't really need it. We could do the damage boost here or double damage. Let's do double damage first. Now we're also running this spectroscopy talent here, which is going to increase all allies' power with by 9200. So this is his most powerful skill. Let's see how much damage we deal. Let's see if it's actually all the same. So this is a normal legendary skill, 599k and 100. Okay, yeah, it did get nerfed then, or else it would have been 599k, 599k, and 599k, if that makes sense. So yes, sadly it did get nerfed, which kind of sucks. Or else that would have been a very powerful skill. I mean, it is still a powerful skill, but I'm just saying it would have been a lot more powerful if the monster didn't get nerfed. Now let me actually just double check to confirm, because I want to see if it's true or not. So we're gonna do the double damage again. It was 599k and 100 whatever, right? But this time let's attack like Ruby, for example. So Ruby, you're gonna take the main hit, 599. Okay, yeah. So it is definitely nerfed, and I don't know how I feel about that. Again, it's still not bad. The monster's skill is pretty good. It's still usable, but I would say that it would have been a lot more better if he didn't get nerfed, especially that skill. Now, see, this is what I meant earlier. So when you run out of stamina, Shadow Yin Essence is not going to help you out. Any other revival essence is not going to help you out. So you're going to need something that will regenerate your stamina. So maybe you can give in something that will regenerate your stamina, like Ziron's Essence, for example, or something like that. But let me actually go against one of the bosses here. I think this will be fire against fire. Okay, so it's fire versus fire. I know this is not going to deal too much damage, but remember, we still have access to the massive skill, so that will help us out here. So look, normally it'll be very weak, especially like the extra turn skill or this AoE skill. Look how weak that is, right? But look, this massive skill literally just dominates. Bam! Get out of here. All of them dies. Isn't that crazy? So, I think the monster is pretty okay. You know what I mean? I can see him being used here and there. Like I was personally using Killer Drill, which like many people didn't really like at the time, except maybe free-to-play players. But like in the competitive scene, I was still using him. Like against Grakshak, he was, you know, very good. Because of, you know, metal against light, so it was very nice during those days. I was actually using him, so I would say he's still usable. This guy, you can actually use him, but I wouldn't say he's like a must-have monster, a must-have ranked up monster. You know what I mean? For free-to-play players, I would recommend using him though. He is pretty sweet. So free-to-play players watching this monster is good. All right, but in the competitive scene, we'll have to see. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, fire against almost any nature monster, he'll just one-tap them. Plus, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be in nature because you have access to this double lunge, which is a lot of damage. But overall, the monster is good. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about him, and that's going to be pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.